Hello and welcome to our, Michael, can you fix the YouTube one? Our live broadcast. We are on a new time schedule now that we are back to school. Michael's going to fix the YouTube one for us so you guys get a little better shot there, hopefully. So just bear with me for a second. For those of you who don't like the long introductions with us, feel free to pass through this beginning part as we get the camera reset up for you. Let me see. Okay, I think that's much better. Thanks so much. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about why it's important to start our day every day with gratitude. If you are in my September refresher course or you follow us along on Instagram for our Book of the Month Club on Fridays, we will be going into this in more detail on Friday. And if you're in our refresher course, stay tuned. We're going to dive into this in detail as well. But for today's talk, I want to share with you 3 areas that really do sort of change in your life, or they will change in your life when you get this gratitude habit solidified. And it's that thing that you just do every day. And the best advice is to do this in the beginning of your day. So the very first part of your day. I know a lot of people use this as their quiet time to study their scriptures, and they use it as a time to pray or maybe plan out their day. And so what I'm hoping to do is give you some advice to add this little extra bit into your morning routine to help you start your day on a positive note. So the first reason why you should start your day with gratitude is that when you list out things that you're grateful for, that allows us to celebrate the positives in our life. So if you have some things that might be bringing you down, or you feel like life's just kind of coming at you, or you're feeling a little down in the dumps, if you purposely put yourself in a position where you have to think about 3 very specific positive things, that will allow you to live in the positive and live in that present state of what that positive thing is for you. So it takes the negative and sort of pushes it down, and it'll bring up the positives or the things that you're grateful for. But you have to actively engage in that, and there is science and research out there that does back the whole philosophy of actually putting a pen to a paper and writing things down, and having that process actually helps you build your habit as well as solidifying in your brain what it is you're actually writing down, and it will make it part of what you're doing in your positive and present life. The second reason why it's super important to start your day with gratitude is that it magnifies your positive emotions. We talk a lot here about emotions and how your emotions are tied into your hormones. So if you're living negatively or you're living stressed out, you have the hormones that are associated with negativity and stress elevated. If you are actively pursuing gratitude, or you're living in the present and in the positive, then the hormones associated with happiness and gratefulness and positivity now rise to the surface, and they push down those negative or stressful hormones. So you create an environment of positive hormones, or you might even put yourself in a state where your hormones can finally feel like they are in balance. And that's exactly what we're striving for when we're in this lifestyle creating environment where we want to put ourselves in a more balanced state, meaning we're pushing down the negative hormones and we're increasing or rising to the surface our positive hormones. And living a life of gratitude and practicing and formulating a habit of gratitude will actually help you maximize those positive emotions, and those emotions are directly tied to those hormones. Number 3, or the third reason why we should start every day with gratitude, is that it allows us to be active participants in our life and not just bystanders. And what I mean by that is when you purposely engage in an act, you are living it out. Again, those positive emotions or positive thoughts or things that we are grateful for, we often take for granted. They're supposed to happen. That's the way we're supposed to live. And oftentimes the negative or stressful things take over because they are just more vibrant in a way, or because we feel them more, or because we're more sensitive to them. When we practice being grateful and we are deliberate about writing them out and we make them part of our daily routine, what happens is we live in it and we start to act on those positive things. We start to speak more positively. We start to think more positively, and thinking and speaking more positively generally results in us acting more positively. When we do that, we're living in the present in a positive way, which can then maximize our emotions, which in turn releases those positive hormones, and then we can live in a positive and present life. It is deliberate. We have to develop this habit, or these three things generally don't happen for us. People who use gratitude journals or daily gratitude lists or really purposely make that part of their day are just happier people. Happier people are generally more productive. More productive people have more abundance in their life and associate with people who are more like-minded. If you're in a place in your life where you're feeling like you're not living in a state of abundance, or maybe you have some negative Nellies around you, or you're not getting what it is that you think you deserve in life, I highly recommend developing this habit for yourself. Start it in the beginning of your day. If you have to put a journal next to your sink, so you think about starting your habit of journaling your gratitude while you're brushing your teeth, or fixing your hair, or putting your makeup on, or whatever it is that you do to start your day, purposely place the tools that you need to create your habit in that space. That will help you start to build that into your routine, and then before you know it, it will just be second nature. When we live in the positive, and when we live with a grateful and abundant heart, and our mind and our emotions are living with gratitude and abundance and happiness and all the things that we just talked about, we tend to be better at taking care of ourselves. We do less self-sabotaging, we do less negative self-talk, we put ourselves in more positive situations, we don't allow people to be in our environment who are going to be bringing us down, or being negative, or lead us astray on a path that we have no real desire to be on. So there's so many outside factors that will also be pulled in when you start to really develop this habit and can actually act it out and live it on a daily basis. Like I said, we're going to be going over this a little bit more on Friday when we go over the first part of the happiness journal. And if you're in our September refresher course, we are going to really work on making this a daily habit as well. Use a pad, use a pen, put it in a place where you start your day and have that be the first thing you do before you get distracted with any other routines or responsibilities you have at the beginning of your day. And then do me a favor, circle back around in this group and let me know about what your new habit is doing for your life. Have you noticed a change in the way you feel hormonally? Have you noticed a change in the way you're feeling emotionally? Have you noticed a change in maybe just your overall surroundings in your life? And have those changes really benefited you in a positive and a present way in the way you want to live your life? I'm going to jump on really quickly and welcome everyone. Michael and I have a cross-country meet to head out to this afternoon, and it looks like it's going to start thunderstorming, so hopefully our daughter gets her cross-country meet done before the thunderstorms start coming in here in Texas. But it's her first one, so we're super excited for her, so we're going to try to get out of here and get over there a little early. But I'm going to go ahead and start here with Facebook, and then Michael's going to go ahead and jump onto YouTube and read everyone's direct comments over there. Kara, welcome. Kendra, good to have you here. Connie, good afternoon. Cindy, good afternoon. Mary, hello. Let's see, Tamara, good afternoon. September Book of the Month Club. Kara, thanks for posting that link there. Diane, good to have you. Ingrid, hello. And Tanya, good to have you here as well. Thank you so much for all of you for following along and joining us on our new time. We will be broadcasting on Mondays and Wednesdays here on this Facebook page at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, just because our life is super busy in the evening now with our daughter being in the 7th grade and 7th grade homework and all the things that we have to do. Michael and I's first priority is always to be present with our kids. And so we found that 9 o'clock time while school was in was just not a good time for her, therefore not a good time for us. So thank you for following along with us and being here with us. And if you can't catch us live at 3 p.m., don't worry. We always record these broadcasts and they'll be posted on the Facebook page as well as the YouTube channel. So Michael, who do we got over there on YouTube?
We have Manal. She says hi from Canada. She says you are an inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
And B. Camarillo says hi from Santa Barbara. And Manal says daily I count my blessings.
Good for you, girlfriend.
And Pam Williams, hi from Fresno, California. Thank you for all the great info. So glad to get to hear you live.
Oh, good to have you here as well. And if you are jumping on late or you're catching us on the rebroadcast, please make sure you leave a comment so I know you were here. That really helps this become a two-way community as opposed to me just talking to a screen and really not knowing you guys are there. I know a lot of you come back around on the rebroadcast, and I always appreciate when you come back through and leave a comment. I apologize for the shaky start to today's broadcast. For those of you who are catching us on the rebroadcast, always feel free to fast forward at any time if you want to get to the meat of the conversation. And if you're new, please know that I always talk about the subject matter on the front end, and the back end I do open it up to a two-way conversation with the community of people who join us on the live broadcast. If that's not your thing, always feel free to click off and go about your day. But I love when you guys are here. I love when we can have a communication. I can't wait to ask you guys, and I will be asking you guys over the next week or so how your day has been starting, and if you're starting it with being grateful. And it's really simple to do. You just get a pad and a pen and you put it by the place in your room or your bathroom where you start your day, and make sure that you take a second to think about what it is that you're most grateful for, so that you can benefit from living a positive and present life, so you can benefit from maximizing the positive emotions that are also correlated to your positive hormones that are going to be surfacing in your body. And the third thing is you want to make sure that you are living an actively present life, and that you're not just sitting by the sidelines as a spectator hoping and wishing for a life that you know you deserve to have, but you haven't taken the steps to go out and get it. Thanks so much for jumping on with us today. I will see you guys next Monday here on this Facebook page. And if you'd like to catch us on Friday, we'll be on the IF Keto Family Life page on Facebook. We would love to have you join in the conversation over there. Have a good afternoon, and I'll see you guys around.